Welcome back to Dynamic Smears. My name is Hunter. I'm with my co-host Mercy.
Hey, it's me. That's me.
Hey Mercy,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm about to record a podcast here with you.
That doesn't sound good.
Look, trust me, it's fine.
Okay,
It's good.
We're gonna do our best.
It'll be a good time, hopefully.
We're back with a book club. We haven't done
We're back
one
with
of
a
these.
book club.
This is our second book club.
Is it? Jesus
Yes.
Christ. All right.
It feels like we've had like a lot more in between,
Yeah.
but it was only
Well-
2 episodes of like randoms. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What episode is this now?
This is fuck called out. Well, let's see. We had Celestial Method. We had Kids on the Slope. We had Nana Hunt. We had Laughing in the Cloud. This is episode 5.
Episode
Dynamic
5.
Smears. We are talking about Gunbuster today. All 6 episodes.
Only 6. There's only 6 episodes.
Only 6 episodes.
It makes it very convenient for us.
That's why I pushed it.
Hey, you did. Good thinking on you. I'm giving you a high five.
This is more beneficial to me because I love Gunbuster, and I've been
I don't know. When you were suggesting this to me, you were very excited about watching this.
Yeah, like, I was like, oh, well, we could watch this little Gundam OVA, or we could watch Gunbuster.
Yeah, I had to figure. Was I like debating whether or not was it maybe should pick up something else?
I think I
Or-
pushed Gunbuster.
Okay, well, I'm glad you did. I was like, I was kind of I was iffy on like if I was gonna get stuff out of it or not.
I think I gave
But-
you the losing the choice, and you chose like video game.
Yeah, goddamn, life really is a video game.
So like, okay, before we get like into it, I should say like this show is directed by Hideki Anno, who directed like the recent thing is Shin Godzilla. They're a big show called Neon Genesis Evangelion.
What's that? What is that? Tell
A
me.
show called His and Her Circumstances.
What? Okay, I haven't heard of that. I don't know what the other thing was.
Yeah, I don't know what that other thing is. Let's just not bring it up anymore.
Yeah. All right, we'll never talk about that ever again.
And I think they're like the one other shows like Nadia and the Blue Waves. Like they did a 50 episode show that was like inspired by Ghibli about Atlantis.
Wait, what? Oh, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, you've seen probably screen. Oh, that's where the lion is from the image I sent you.
What?
Are you making references to something
Wait,
that
what
no one else
line?
will see?
I missed this line.
It's like in the top left corner. We're just gonna move past it because no one else can see the chat. So this series is an OVA. It's like it is only 6 episodes, and they release them like through like magazines and at trade shows because like this was like Gainax just starting up and they were doing like more crowdsourced stuff. Like the first episode came out in October of 1988 and the last one came out in July 1989. Like they were just producing these, releasing, probably taking the money from that and then making the next 2.
Yeah, like Hunter was telling me, like, giving me like a crash course on like how anime was made back in the day and like how it was distributed to people.
I mean, that's not all anime, but it was some anime. Like, I can't think of another example of this, but I'm sure there's some.
Yeah, probably others.
Like, there's like definitely a lot of OVAs, but not a lot that like have made as big of a like are well known as Gunbuster, because Gunbuster has like the Gainax lineage. God, I hate myself. Gainax,
Did you
the
mention
Gainax lineage. Yeah, well now I did.
Okay, well, yeah. So yeah, this is very Gainax stuff. And
yeah.
No, even if I'm a dumbass when it comes to like knowing anime knowledge, I know what a Gainax is.
Yeah, like everyone knows what a Gainax is, which is probably
Is
good.
that a good thing? That's a good
yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah, people like Fooly Cooly.
Yeah, I love that Fooly Cooly.
Everyone will. Yeah, people like me into the second killing.
What was it?
Gurren Lagann. People like Gurren Lagann.
People sure do. People sure do like that Gurren Lagann.
Yeah. Someday.
Anime of all time. That's what I hear.
No. Okay, here's the quick pitch on Gurren Lagann. All the tropes.
All of them.
You put them in a blender.
Ooh. How are you blending? 30
Uh,
seconds, a minute?
No, it's as fast as the universe can make it.
Okay.
This is the blender that pierces through the stars.
Oh my god.
And it's called Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann's fine. I don't know. I really loved it when it was one of the first animes I've ever seen.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm curious about what I think about it.
Maybe we'll see. Like, we'll get a temperature of you. Like, how much of the show did you care about Cool Robot versus how much did you care about Noriko and Kazumi and everyone?
I mean, it was large. It was definitely characters over Cool Robots. Sorry, everybody.
Gurren Lagann is a cool. Damn, that's a cool robot.
I mean, I gotta say, those robots looked cool. They did their job.
All three of them in this show.
Yeah.
We have Black Sizzler.
There's Gunbuster 1, there's Gunbuster 2.
Well, Buster Machine 1, Buster Machine 2. Then they combine into Gunbuster.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that 3 robots or is that 2? Because if they combine to a new robot, does that make it a new robot?
2 fighter set. Okay, before we get into the show, which we should just do it, and we're gonna spoil.
We got stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about the whole thing.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 2-hour episode. We should get fucking. I'm just saying that on the top.
Okay. I was still expecting an hour, but
whoa, mercy!
We'll see.
We talked for an hour and a half about 3 episodes of a show called "Laughing Under the Clouds."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look, I haven't eaten food yet. I'm gonna have to do that sometime. So.
Well, Mercy, hold it in. Before we talk about spoilers, just give me. How did you feel about the show?
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say that wrong? Didn't I?
No, you said it right. I think.
Yeah, I that was some good anime right there. Honestly, I said I wasn't big on the cool robot stuff because that's not usually pulls me in, but oh that that anime does a lot for what it does in 6 minutes to just tug at things that I think are cool.
Yeah, that the show works a lot for me for being just 6 episodes.
I think I remember saying it could probably be extended to maybe 1 or 2 extra episodes, but it doesn't need to. It didn't need to, but
I mean,
yeah, would have liked it.
I mean,
it's not like I'm not stopping up and down. It was this is too short. I can't. No, that's fine. It's the show strikes really well for how long it is.
There's a PS2 game that came out for this show. And it's never been translated, but what they did is they made 26 levels and every level was called an episode.
What?
Yeah,
that's good.
And every single time a new level started, they did a PS2 version of the opening.
How have you not told me this? How have you not? This is something I'd be interested in.
I mean, you really can't get that much. Yeah, also it's after. They also do a version, they do a different ending because they can't really do the drawings for the ending of this show. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of open world too. You can be friends with Linda. Remember Linda?
Yeah, it's Linda.
You remember Linda? There's different routes you can go down, like a dating sim. You can go down the Linda route.
I gotta see the Linda route.
You remember Linda?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What was your favorite thing about Linda? Everyone's favorite Gunbuster character, Linda.
I'm sorry, Linda. I'm sorry, Linda.
Okay. God, I have the note sheet open, and Linda's name's on here, and you just don't even know her. Her name's not on it. It's... Okay.
Let's start a thing. Let's start.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna just talk about Gunbuster. I think this time we're gonna go through every episode one by one, but we're gonna try to speed through the first 3 or 4. That sounds good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I looked at my notes here, and I thought I don't know. I need to do spacing more because I thought episode 1 was 5 pages, but it's only 1. If you listen to the last episode, I got better at notes and summarizing. Okay, episode 1. Shock. One-sama and I are going to be pilots together.
That sounds gay there. That sounds
maturely.
That sounds like the opening to a gay rom-com.
We open on a report from Noriko in the 4th grade about her dad. Her dad is the admiral, the fastest ship in the whole universe, the Luxon. She wishes
literally the whole universe.
The whole universe. She wishes to be a space pilot when she grows up and go to space with her dad. Noriko, now 17, her dad dead in a space monster attack. She still feels he's somewhere alive in the stars. She enrolled in a pirate school to be there with him. Except in this pilot school, they pilot giant robots. She's trying her best with the support of her best friend, Kimiko.
Yeah. Yeah, is this a school where everyone just... Yeah. How... Yeah. Has it ever explained how many, giant robots there were? Because, there seemed to be plenty there.
I mean, there's a school in, every nation, and there's a boy one and a girl one.
That is... Yeah, yes, yeah.
There's a lot of giant robots.
Yeah. How... No. This is... When was this? I forgot what part times took place. Technically, it was
when this show took place.
No, yeah, this at this point in time because there's time jumps.
2015, I think.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I remember that.
Yeah. In the year 2015, one day, thanks to a chance encounter, she meets Kazumi, who everyone at the school affectionately calls One-sama. She tries to give her tips, but Noriko is just lost in her eyes to notice.
Okay. This is actually the only time we get kind of talk about this, but...
How about I get through the episode, and then we'll talk about episode 1?
Okay.
We learn that 2 students are going to be selected to go to space to fight the monsters. One will surely be One-sama, and the other is a front runner, a girl named Kazuhira. A coach is coming to the school to make the selection, and he picks Noriko and One-sama. Rumors spread it's nepotism because Noriko is the admiral's kid. Noriko goes to talk to the coach about it, but One-sama is already confronting him. Coach reveals he is a survivor of the Luxon and that Noriko has talent to save the world. Noriko is getting bullied by Kazuhira and confronts Coach. She asks Coach why is he bullying her. She has no potential. Coach asks Noriko to follow him, and then we see One-sama running up the stairs in iron sandals. Coach tells Noriko that she has the talent, but she doesn't work to bring it out. Then we get a training montage with Giant Robot. Then Kazuhira challenges Noriko to a duel. At first, Noriko is overwhelmed, but then she decides to turn off all the monitors and feel the force. She performs the lightning kick, the famous lightning kick. The famous lightning kick to defeat Kazuhira, who inside her cockpit accepts Noriko as the better. The crew is launching off into space, Noriko waving goodbye to her best friend Kimiko as the plane launches. As our episode comes to an end. I did it. I summarized something in under a minute. In under 3 minutes.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. You did it.
There's a first for everything.
6 more times. So I kind of hinted that. When
yeah.
I'm oh no, is it was it what do you call it, a criticism, or is it a? I think you missed down something here that could have been there.
You talking about gay?
Yeah, yes, I am actually.
You're
In
talking about
fact, I
gay.
am talking about gay.
Okay, do you want to describe the scene where Noriko meets like Onesama?
Okay, so so it's Kazumi. She pulls up with her giant robot, you know, exits it, and then Noriko is like immediately like fawning over her, like and like oh, she's so cool. She's look at her. She's so great and amazing and like also cute. I think she said something about something like that.
You forgot to describe the flowers in the background.
Oh yeah, I mean you could probably imagine there were flowers there.
No, that's like the most important thing to me. In that
Okay,
she gets out and then time stops and then it does like a soft violin, and in the background is just blue sparkles and flowers blooming, which to me is like, oh, well, that's gay.
yeah, and she's like she goes like talk to her, and she's like stumbling over herself, and like
It's Onesama.
it's so okay. So I remember when I first saw this thing, and I went to you. I was like, hey, you did not tell me this was gonna be like some gay shit. I was gonna be watching here, which would have immediately got me more hyped about it. But then
It just wasn't gay.
I mean, I think it was all downhill from there in terms of the gay content that I would have hoped for.
I. Hmm. Uh, I I think there's. I think. Okay. I'm gonna be already run out of anime podcastingville. If you. I think if you want to say they're gay, I think that's perfectly fine. I think I see their relationship more as like little sister, big sister.
It didn't read that to me originally, but like
Well, you know
obviously
what
over
Onesama
time,
means?
I know it. I know what it means.
Okay. Big sister. Sorry.
But I know, but like I mean, it could have been.
It
It
could have
could
been.
have been.
It could have been.
Like yeah, they kind of just dropped that kind of whole thing. Although it kind of shows up there, like here and there. Obviously, when it's important.
Uh,
But like
yeah.
it could have been. Like I don't know what kind of just like talk about this later on, like with like a future character that hasn't been mentioned at this point, but it could have been.
Okay. So so the show has a subtitle. It's called Aim for the Top. That was taken from two titles. There was a tennis show called Aim for the Ace in a manga, and Top Gun. So you get Aim for the Top. Uh,
Aim for the Top Gun.
Aim for the Top Gunbuster, yeah. And so I was like, so Hideki Anno, in recent years, well, he's always been known to do this, but I kind of just, I've noticed it, where he kind of just, he takes bits of stories he likes, Gundam, and he puts them in there, and so like, here is a direct reference to a show that inspired him, so I watched a bit of Aim for the Ace here. I did not watch Top Gun.
Sorry, Top Gun.
No, sorry, Top Gun.
I think most people know Top Gun is.
I don't.
I don't. Hey, it's a chance our audience does.
Yeah.
If you do, yeah.
If you do, what? Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
Okay.
I was gonna say like send us questions, but no.
Send us questions about Top Gun. Donate to our Patreon and Ko-fi, and we will do a special episode about Top Gun.
Love that Top Gun.
I love Top Gun. Like Aim for the Ace, there's a scene in it where she's looking at the Onesama in that show, and she looks back and forth between a boy and Onesama, and she's like, "Well, they're both great." And then there's like a scene later when she's going to sleep, and she's like, "Well, goodbye." I forgot the guy's name, and Onesama, good night. Like she always. I'm saying Noriko's bye. That's my take.
I mean that's obviously clear by the end of it, but like,
Mm-hmm.
Could have been more. Could have been. I mean, okay. So like, I don't know. You like by the end of this, you definitely tell me like this is not a love story kind of anime at all.
I don't
But
think
like,
Gunbuster's a love story. Yeah.
I can confirm by the end of it that it's not that.
And then I got you
But
very...
could have been.
yeah, probably. And then I got you very excited because I told you, and then like, and I think Diebuster is a love story.
Yes, you did. Yeah, and well look, we are mulling over
I'm not. I'm fine.
directions in which we can take this podcast in terms of future related content to Gunbuster.
I'm fine. Diebuster's fine. I don't want to get into it, but Diebuster's fine. It's okay. It's not one of my favorite shows of all time.
Look, they can't all be winners like that.
Yeah. So anything else you want to talk about with episode 1?
Sorry, I don't know. For some reason, this thing that stuck out to me when like you're like going over stuff. I was like, yeah, she was wearing They were like wearing iron sandals.
Oh god, that scene is so great. She's running up the stairs, and then it does the romantic like music again, and it does like the 90s background with the blue and the roses, and it's just her running upstairs with iron sandals. And Coach is like musing over it. Well, you need to do everything for yourself. It is all hard work and guts. Noriko, you have a mission to complete.
Okay, so that was something I didn't want to bring up because I think you had something to say about that too. But like, so like Noriko like struggles like a lot through the show, and like obviously in this first episode she does because she doesn't know what the hell she's doing, and yeah, because like I don't know, she got picked obviously by Coach, and like I think on her what was it, Tess? I don't know what
What
test
test?
called. I don't know, like we're like they're all doing like training stuff, and she's just like out in the middle of somewhere, like I don't know what to do. Everyone else is running. What am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah, she couldn't pilot the robot at all.
Yeah, and I was like she got made fun of for that a lot, and like
She got made fun of more for the nepotism. Then no one really got on her shit for being bad at the robot.
Yeah, because then she got like picked by Coach, and everyone was like, oh, she just got she got picked because Admiral's daughter.
Which is kind of true.
They all made fun of her, and they ruined her robot with like rude things and like the titty drawing on there.
From the robot.
They pranked her with the robot.
They do boobs on the robot. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then like Coach just comes on and was like, hey, look, you got this. You just needed to work hard, and she does a training montage, and then she's good.
She worked hard. She mastered the lightning kick in only weeks.
Yeah. She was getting her ass kicked like in the beginning of that fight, and then she's like, all right, I'm gonna disconnect, and it's gonna kick ass right here. I got this.
She used the Force.
It's the Force.
She turned off her monitor. She heard Uncle Coach in her head, and then she closed her eyes and she felt the Force, and then she did a lightning kick.
And she yells lightning kick when she does it. It's pretty good.
It's really good. My favorite thing about the first episode is the robots mimicking humans.
You seem more hot than I am. It's like
the funniest joke in the whole show. It's when just robots or people in robots, but they're like talking like humans. Like they do like human movement. Like they put their hands on their chest, they lean in, they move to side. The opening is them just doing like push-ups and like cheerleading poses in the robots.
That's neat, yeah.
Noriko is training by having giant tires behind her robot. It's like it's a hard thing to describe, but I think the physical comedy of that is very funny to me. Okay,
I mean it's neat. It's like I don't know. I don't know if it stood out to me.
it stood out to me. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
Okay.
We got 5 more episodes, and this one was not even the one with the most things happening.
Let's go.
Episode 2, Darling, the Girl Genius Challenger. God, these titles look good. We flash back to the Luxon, the Admiral choosing to stay on the ship and letting Coach have the last seat in the escape pod. The Admiral alone on the bridge looks at the video photo of Noriko telling her to make it home soon for her birthday. The Admiral apologizes for it before we see a flash of light. Back in the present day, our characters pass the ship Excellion in the middle of being constructed. They port in the Silver Star when they meet the Excellion's Captain Tatsumi and the Soviet pilot, young Freud. Yes, that is her name. She's also
Young
the
Freud.
genius. Young Freud.
Young Freud.
The Soviets are back, and they are naming their kids Young Freud. They are unstoppable. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Kazumi and her lock eyes. They size each other up. The plan right now is for the next several months, all the teenage pilots chosen from across the world will train while the Excellion finishes up. They will be called the Top Squadron, and they are mankind's hope for survival. On the first training exercise, young Freud, I'm just going to say it like that every time, challenged Kazumi to a fight. They fight around the Silver Star with Noriko trying to keep up with them. They eventually find their way into a room where there's a space monster corpse. It's really hard to explain how the space monsters look, but they're pretty fucking scary.
Like no, keep going. No.
Yeah, they're scary. Noriko finds her way in and recoils at the thought of that, this being what killed her dad. The girls get caught and the coach scolds them, saying they would be in jail if they could still train in it. The girls all take a bath when Noriko remembers that her dad came home once a year on her birthday. Young Freud apologizes and they make friends. Young Freud invites them to a birthday party in 3 months, which is the same day as Noriko's. You know, hey, Mercy, come to my birthday. It's in 3 months.
Alright, I'll be there.
Okay.
Alright, I'll bring a nice cake.
Oh, thanks.
What kind of cake you like?
Yeah, I'll welcome you with a big one.
Alright.
Okay. Tatsumi and the coach discuss there's something moving at light speed, and they can't quite tell what it is. They decide that Kazumi and Noriko will go investigate. Okay, so science time.
Science time. Okay.
Science time.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Science.
This is the point. This is the part of the show where I'm going to do my best to explain time dilation.
Good luck.
Okay, so once you go into light speed, you go into subspace. So you enter subspace for a period of time, and that's when you're moving super fast through this alternate reality plane. So for every minute that passes in there, it'll be about 3 months out of the subspace area. So, like, you're in subspace for a minute, 3 months outside. That's all you need to know at this point. But
That's
also,
fuck is time.
Yeah, but also, I guess I'll explain how to use it, like, later on to give you a better idea. Like, they enter subspace for a little bit, and then they exit it. It's like when they enter subspace, but it's, like, weird, because it's not, like, the most reliable thing. It's like teleportation, almost. Like, you want to make sure you don't pop up in, like, in the middle of like, a sun or some shit. Okay, that's all, like, you need to know right now. That's about sums it up to. So, the plan is for the girls to do a quick drive-by for a minute. The coach will come pick them up, and they should arrive back the day before young Freud's birthday. The girls drive by, but they find out that it's a Luxon. Noriko jumps onto it right away. There's still air on the ship, and that on the ship, it's only 2 days have passed. Enough time for someone to still be alive, and enough air for someone to still be alive. Noriko starts searching for her dad. Coach catches up and goes to find Noriko, telling Kazumi that if they are late, to leave without them. Noriko finds the bridge and opens it to find it's been completely blown apart. She calls for her dad as Coach drags her away back to the ship, where they learn that they were 12 seconds late. Our characters make it home safely, where the Excellion is finished. Everyone is here to welcome back the girls, but Noriko runs away crying. Kazumi saying it's been 6 months for them, but only minutes for them. Noriko in her room cries, thanking her father for coming back for her birthday one last time as our episode comes for an end. That's episode 2.
Episode 2. All right, let's talk.
Young Freud.
Young Freud. Okay. Here's the question I got.
Okay, tell me about Young Freud.
I got 2 questions. I got
Okay.
2 questions. One. Hey, what was the first question? Fuck. I forgot the first question was.
What's the second question?
The second question was, okay, so this is like obviously, okay, so I know this show was made in like the 80s, like Soviet Union was like still a thing.
Mhm.
Is like were there really no other like they still can come up with like any other countries that like could like come up into space, or is just like Japan?
No, it's great. It's great. Get out of here. I love it.
It's always Japan and Soviet Union. No
Top
one
Gun.
else. Top Gun.
I love it. God, Young Freud is a character who knows she is the smartest one in the room and the hottest one in the room, and she shows it off every second she gets. And she loves it. And she uses on her bullshit every single second of her life.
I definitely agree with that.
She's great. Okay, I think we should actually go back to episode 1 for a second to talk about the characters, because we just jumped in and talked about Young Freud. So, well, yeah, we'll just do a lineup, because we pretty much have our whole cast here now, actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is a pretty like small cast in this anime.
Yeah, so Noriko, we'll probably talk about her more in the end once we see her arc. But like right now, she's just kind of like plucky. She wants to do her best. She's going to train hard. She misses her dad.
She could be in space. She needs to find her dad.
Yeah.
I was about to say, she needs to find out who killed her dad.
Fuck you. Get out of here. Okay. Kazumi. Okay, in this episode, it's never brought up again. She has a nickname. It's called the Rose Queen. It's cool.
That's a cool name.
Like, she's just the rich girl who's the best at everything and is the prettiest one. Coach is the most stereotypical coach character in the world. He's great.
He's a coach. He's a coach.
He's coach.
He's coach.
He gives training montages and speech about hard work and guts.
Does he have do you have an actual name?
Yeah.
Or he just
he does. I'm gonna call him Coach.
Yeah.
I have it in the notes. I'm just gonna call him Coach the whole time. Yeah, okay. I guess I didn't even need to talk about the characters. These characters are kind of... They got stuff going on, but, you know...
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like the... if we're talking about characters, there's the mains. I guess 4? Like, oh, no, maybe Coach...
5.
Okay, 5? Okay.
6. Tatsumi's cool. He doesn't get much to do, but Tatsumi's always a nice guy. He's the captain.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about Kimiko more in episode 5.
Captain's doing captain stuff.
Eating watermelon.
Sitting in those big meetings. Okay, we'll get there.
Yeah, I'll talk about Kimiko in episode 5. Kimiko is probably my favorite character.
Oh, Kimiko.
Fuck. I told Marcy before this, what are the chances I will cry during this? And it's you know what? It's more than a percent. Kimiko. Okay, so we can't talk about this because the show doesn't give a fuck about this. What's going on with the military?
The show's not gonna fuck about that. We just got a bunch of money. We just spend it on whatever. We'll do whatever we have to take to protect this damn planet.
I'm talking more about teenagers.
Look, this is a goddamn fucking Japanese anime you're talking about here. Of course they're gonna hire teenagers.
But they are the top squadron. They are the hope for mankind's survival. What happened to all the men and women who could pilot robots?
This is not important to this anime.
Are new types real?
What?
New types are what teenagers in Gunbuster and Gundam are called, who are super good at robots. Okay, anyway, teenagers, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
That's anime right there. I don't know what else to say, really.
I guess. It's just like all the crew are adults, and they're just sending these teenagers out to die.
Yeah, I don't know. There are other pilots there. We don't see any of them.
Smith is like 20-something. He said he was in the military first. I don't know. Smith wasn't like a member of the top squadron, I think.
I kind what kind of wars are going on Earth?
None.
That's
Everyone
none?
has banded together to stop the space monsters.
Is that really what happened?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, all right.
Why would there
Cool.
be wars on Earth when there's space monsters? Like that's like a very stereotypical like sci-fi thing. Well, we're all gonna band together finally to beat the Covenant, the Grunch,
The Grinch.
the Grinch. That okay, I'm not gonna talk about the book, but I came in watching Gunbuster, kind of knowing what time dilation is, because when I was in high school, I loved Ender's Game,
I've.
which is
I don't have anything to say in this game.
don't never read it because okay, you know how like in politics we moved away from like people being outright homophobic and kind of trying to hide it, and then them being outright transphobic is the new thing.
I think both happen.
Yeah, well, Orson Scott Card is like just outright homophobic.
Okay.
every
Yeah.
single
Oh yeah.
day.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I feel like we don't get like people like trying to be
I forgot he wrote that.
Yeah, I feel like Orson's I feel like most people are trying to hide it a little bit now, just a little bit.
Maybe just okay. Maybe a tiny bit.
We don't have
But
like
that's
it sits bad still. Orson
yeah.
Scott Card is still he was bad in the 80s. That's what I'll say. If that okay, that's a better way to say it. He was already problematic in like the 90s.
I don't know. I remember hearing that name when I was in high school.
I learned. I think I loved Ender's Game in middle school, and then I learned about him in high school. What the fuck he was doing?
So I became woke.
Wow, you became woke at a young age.
As a teen.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not gonna talk about my personal journey through politics on this podcast.
We'll watch Gundam someday. I really like the fight between young Freud and Cosme.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So young Freud's really good. She's pretty good,
young Freud's
but
great.
she's also kind of a dick.
Yeah,
She's rude as hell.
I love her. She's great.
Like it all works out in the end, but like she was really rude at times.
Yeah. It's pretty much the first training exercise. She's like, hey, Linda has your beacons. You remember Linda, right?
Linda?
Yeah, Linda.
Yeah, Linda.
Yeah. So she has Linda, like, putting her beacons out there so they can fight. And, like, right away, because she can't help. She needs to prove herself as the smartest and prettiest one in the room. Fucking great.
Okay, what else happened in this episode?
I think I love the ending. I love the final sequence, the final half of this episode a lot. I feel like we get scenes like, okay, a character is still in their grief and trying to capture one last bit of hope. I feel like Noriko jumping on Luxon is 100% justified. It's only been 2 days.
It's only time is weird.
Time is weird, but like
Okay. No, you had a point to say there.
But like, I think a lot of these things are like, oh, a character gets her hopes up, but it was just dumb. Like, why did they get their hopes up? They should have known they've been dead. That show gives her plenty of justifiable reason to get her hopes up that her dad's not dead.
Yeah, I didn't see. No, never mind. I don't know what point I was trying to make there. Okay, can I point out something?
Yeah.
I think it first caught my eye in here particularly. That bath scene. Was that in this episode? That was in
It was this episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know it's a common theme throughout the show. Can you tell what it is?
Boobs.
Food. Those girls, they're just straight up nude.
Yeah, it's OVA.
They're just out there.
You can do anything.
Yeah, but I won't do that.
They didn't do that.
It didn't show any dick there, unfortunately. God damn, why? Fuck. Yeah, so yeah, just a lot of nudity in here. Sometimes the places where it doesn't need to be.
Uh, I wouldn't say.
There's like some point. There's like an episode. There's a point in episode 5 where like she's like Narcos is sitting in a bed and her titties is hanging out.
God, and it's like her looking at a photo of her like dead dad. That was the point of the show where that was just way too much.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's not like full nudity. It's like it's only like chest.
Yeah. Okay. But like
It's a lot.
they don't restrain. There's no restraint at all.
Do you want to tell us about
Hey,
the scene where Junk Freud comes in?
You talk about that. Do you want to?
Junk Freud comes in. And everyone just looks at Junk Freud for like 2 minutes straight, naked. And everyone is in gasp and awe of her. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Young Freud.
Young Freud.
Yeah, it's fan service, but I feel like it's less gross fan service than most shows, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. Like compared to like lots of other things, it's like
it's
oh,
dumb.
do I say taste? Do I say tasteful? It's just
It's not tasteful.
no. Like
It's dumb.
they put it there because they wanted it to be there.
Yeah, no, they 100% put it in there because they were horny. But I feel like it's fine because it's not fine, but it's like it's just like dumb stuff. Like, well, they're bathing. Then none of them are like. It's bad, but it's like ignorable for me. I feel like the show doesn't put a spotlight on it. Like it's just there and out, which is dumb, but it's yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you have like
I
some
mean-
like critical you want to say about it, or
I don't know. It's just that like she's just new. No, they're just I don't know. I don't know what else to say there.
yeah, it's dumb.
It's dumb.
Yeah. Look, you gotta
At
have a
least,
scene.
at least it's not. It could have been more gross.
Oh yeah, it could have been way more gross. But
Well, yeah.
it's still there, and it's still like, you gotta sell OVAs. You gotta sell those copies. Okay, that's not a justifiable reason, but it's dumb. Yeah. Okay, you got any, anything else about episode 2?
Yo, space is fucking scary, y'all.
It's
Space is-
cool.
So this is something I think either realized or remembered while watching this episode 2 in particular. It's like, yo, space is a lot.
The start of episode 3,
Yo,
or sorry,
no, okay, no, what are you gonna say?
the start of
What are you
episode 3 is Noriko giving a monologue about the sea of space and how we can all be lost in it.
That's fucking.
It's
a
a lot.
I was like constantly being like, yo, fucking. It's just y'all in space and nothing else. If she gets a hole in her buster, her robot thing, she's just fucking dead. That's fucked up.
They don't even have like suits on; they just put like little masks over their head.
Yeah, yeah. Also, like their suits are just like, it's anime.
No, like Gundam even before this like had normal suits, like where it had suits very specifically made that hey, if your ship blew up, you could just fly away and you'd be cool.
No, I meant more like their
Oh,
suits inside.
they're
yeah.
onesies.
Yeah, they're onesies.
They're leotards. God,
Yes.
those are dumb.
Anime.
God. I don't know. I really like. Well, I already talked about it a bit, but I really do like Noriko does like her grief coming back in a really justifiable way, like, and like just the end of her like. There's a line that she says her dad said is like, "Your daddy comes home at the speed of light." And then it's like, no, then she did come back at the speed of light one last time to say goodbye. I don't know. The show gives reasons for like why Noriko gets fucked up about this, and it's good. I don't know.
Anyway,
Episode
Is
3?
there anything else to say? I'm trying to think.
Young Freud.
Young Freud.
Fucking.
Okay. I don't think this doesn't matter at all. But like,
Yeah.
she's Soviet. She speaks Japanese. I guess she just got shamed for that.
Okay, that's just media, okay? Just don't. Who cares?
Yeah, I know.
Who cares? Like, if we're asking questions, like, most boring question to ever ask in anything ever is, like, how can everyone understand each other? Who cares?
Yeah, okay, I know.
You want to talk about episode 3?
Oh, you've been good in these summaries here.
Oh, well, yeah. That was, like, me trying to transition.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I thought you were asking me. I was like, hey, you want to talk about episode?
Nope.
I was like, wait, I'm not prepared for
You
this.
don't have the summaries in front of you. I do.
I actually do have them in front of me.
Do you? Oh, you
Yeah.
do. Oh, yeah, you're here. Hi, you're a little... In the Google Doc, you're a dingo.
I'm a dingo.
Hi, dingo.
That's me. Hi.
Episode 3. First Love. First Sortie. We open...
Wait, is it really called that?
Yeah. Yeah. We open on a whole long thing explaining the fake science in text form while Coach and Kazumi sing a love song.
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
So, okay, there's a text in episode 3. It's just like fake science math that explains time dilation that isn't real. That's it. While they sing a song about forbidden love, we're just gonna move past that right now.
Wait, that was what that was about?
Yeah, the song was about forbidden love.
What? Oh, God. Fuck.
In our actual episode, Noriko writes a letter in her head to her best friend Kimiko. She talks about how space is more like a ship than she thought, and how it's scary. We learn that when the sea is calm, that's when they can go into subspace. So they go into subspace for a bit, they go out of it, and then they try to traject when they can go into subspace next, like a ship. Kinda. Like, there's like a whole, like, there's like multiple background scenes of like trajectories and where is the safest way through the sea of space. It's cool.
Math, science, all those things.
Yeah. During subspace, everyone is confined to their room, but on a dare, Noriko has to go to the hangar and wrap a headband around a pole. There she meets Smith, a boy who is doing the same thing as a dare. Noriko is a bit scared, so Smith decides to help her out. He's kind of a jerk in a nice way, you know? They are caught by Coach, who sentences them to polish the space lasers. Noriko and Smith bond in a way of like, I'm a jerk and you're the bright-eyed girl. You know.
Yeah.
Stories.
Right? Yeah. Anime.
It's not even anime.
Okay.
That's just like a trope. Katsumi and his crew talk about how they will be reaching a star as young as our sun. Before they can get to it, space monsters fly by. Tatsumi decides to chase after them. Noriko is in her suit when she overhears Kazumi tell Coach Noriko isn't ready for space combat, which is fair because he did miss all 7 months of her training. Coach says he will send her out no matter what, to which Kazumi says she won't be Noriko's partner anymore. Noriko accidentally reveals herself, Kazumi saying it's for her own good. Noriko is crying, but Coach yells at her about hard work and guts, and that Kazumi and Noriko are the only team and the best team. Noriko meets up with Smith, who offers to be her partner. She agrees, and Smith hands her a drink he was drinking. She drinks it, remarking that it was a secondhand kiss. The top squadron.
Oh, I missed that part.
The top squadron launches out into space, preparing to go on the defensive. Noriko is worried because he can't see Smith in the sea of space. Smith is trying to talk her down, but it escalates quickly. Noriko just kind of gets overwhelmed. Everything is moving so fast. Without Noriko fighting even once, without firing a single shot, the battle is over. Noriko calls out for Smith, who doesn't respond. Back on the ship, Noriko tries to find Smith, but she can't find him at all. She goes back to the hangar where they first met to only find a secret door where the Coach is in there working on a giant robot head. Noriko cries in the coach's arms that she couldn't do anything, that she was useless, that she will now dedicate her life fulfilling her own potential as our episode comes to an end.
So Noriko goes through a lot of shit.
Oh my god.
She, poor Noriko. Like for the first couple of episodes here, she's just struggling and just getting all the shit.
My dad's alive, my
thrown at
dad's
her.
dead.
My dad's dead. Everyone in school hates me.
Well, everyone at the end loves her because she did...
Young Freud kind of hates me a bit.
Who?
I'm struggling in space.
Wait, Kazumi doesn't hate her. Is that what?
No, I meant Young Freud.
Young Freud does not hate her. They made her up. They made up.
When? Wait.
Young Freud hates her at episode 4.
Okay, yeah. There's yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. She actually struggles with space still,
Mm-hmm.
and then she like teams up with Smith, and then like dies.
Oh God. Sorry. Go on. I love. Sorry. Fuck. Go on.
No, I mean, I think that's all I had to say really, because like I mean, okay, there's actually stuff in episode 4 where that continues, but yeah, she just gets so much shit. Like, yeah, Puerto Rico.
I think
like it was honestly kind of for me. It was kind of hard to watch at times. It's like Jesus Christ.
Noriko gets some stuff. I love that Smith dies without Noriko seeing it or hearing it or anything at all.
It's fucking space.
I think that's like one of the best choices they made in that show is to have Smith just die without sacrificing himself or saying goodbye, Noriko, or anything. No, Smith just dies. He's lost in the sea of space.
Fuck, he just like gets like dinged or something. He just like flies like infinitely.
We don't know. I love it. It's scary.
It's too scary. It's too scary.
So okay, so this episode's pretty hot, Marcy. I warned you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you said she was bi, so that's what I'm going with here.
That's our reading. I don't think we ever talked to Hideki Anno. I don't think Hideki Anno and those bi people exist.
Hideki Anno come to the podcast.
No. Hideki Anno knows gay people exist. We'll watch Evangelion. We'll watch Evangelion someday. Fuck. God. It's like a ghost. It's like a fucking specter looming over this podcast. Because Marcy's never seen it, and we should probably watch it. And haven't seen it since high school when it was my favorite show in the world.
We're thinking of maybe doing like podcast stuff with it, but
no. I will say we'll do it
at some point.
The final rebuild movie, is closer to being a real thing.
Yeah, that's. I heard people. I remember when it was announced that like
2021.
People were saying, "Holy fuck! This is fucking Evangelion still going."
That movie's been in production for like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, no, but like Smith dying lost without Noriko getting any resolution on it is really good.
No, yeah, like she got like, she just like crushed on this dude for like a minute. And then he just dies.
Yeah, and also I really like that the crush wasn't 2 ways. Like, we don't know how Smith feels about Noriko.
No, we don't. Yeah,
I like that because
I don't know if
you go.
No, I was like, I don't know if the show was concerned about that. There's probably just Japan concerned about Noriko here.
Like, this is definitely Noriko has a crush.
I don't know. I thought I thought I remember seeing someone first saying, "Oh, my first love" at some point.
The episode title. First love for Shorty.
Fuck. Yeah, okay, yeah. You try to challenge me on this.
Yeah, no, I said, but then I said, well, when you're 17, your first crush is your first love.
That is also true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Like, she, like, blushes in, like, a schoolgirl way. She doesn't have, like, romantic thing, like, oh, I love him, but like, I love his cool hair. Smith has cool hair.
He's so nice.
Smith's nice. But like,
seems like a alright dude.
Yeah, Smith seems cool. But like she just gets a cup from him that he drank, and then she just drinks like a secondhand kiss.
I totally missed that part.
Yeah, but it's like if Smith didn't die, Noriko would forget about him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But then he had to die, and I was fucked up.
and that sticks with her for a good reason. You know.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say about episode 3?
Space is fucked up, yo.
Space is cool.
No, I mean, I think it's like yeah, space is kind of cool, but it also is fucked up, and I just think about that forever.
Don't worry, Mercy. You never have to go in space unless you want to. You're fine.
I'm probably fine.
Your soul is being weighted down by Earth's gravity. You're fine.
Well, who knows when that will change? The future is uncertain.
Yeah. I think there's some like really cool shots of like screens in this episode.
We got to say there.
It's cool. I don't know. They do a lot of work in like I'll probably talk about this more in episode 5, but like with screens and like diagrams and like hubs, they do a lot of work. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean that stuff's cool. I expect that from like
This
Gundam anime.
This show goes another level deeper than any show I've ever seen.
Okay, I know there's that kind of stuff in Eva. I think
Not as cool. Like this show is firmly rooted in science in a way. And like here it's just a bunch of diagrams and it's like a shot of a screen and it's like, well, where Noriko it's a center of all 8 directions. It's really cool. I don't know, that's all I wanted to say about it. This is not
I mean, I don't know. I think for me it's cool eye candy, but it's like nothing more than that. I know people have like much stronger feelings about that kind of stuff.
It's cool. Cool robot.
It's cool, yeah. Cool robot.
But like, yeah.
No, okay, no. I was gonna say we'll get to cool robot in episode 4.
But like even in the end, when you see Gunbuster's head for the first time and it's like half built, it's so cool.
And you're on this of the size of this robot, in this cool robot.
It's just you see its head for the first time, and it's massive. It's bigger than any robot, and it's so cool. Gunbuster.
Biggest Gunbuster.
Episode 4.
Gunbuster.
Cha. Episode 4. Launch the incomplete ultimate weapon.
Oh, what a title.
Okay, I can't. So this is the most I wrote about a scene, even though it's nothing.
Okay.
A scientist giving up. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say like I've come to expect this from you.
I've been doing good. Hey, you know what? I've been doing good.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. I think I did a good job with these summaries.
You're sort of patting back.
Yeah. A scientist is giving a hypothesis on the space monsters. Ever since they made first contact with humans, they have reproduced at a staggering rate, using every young star they could find. Tatsumi then says, okay, well, they're after our sun, right? And then the scientist then protests, saying they don't care about our sun at all. They just want to destroy us. That we are bacteria in the life form called the galaxy. On a universal scale, humans have no purpose. Tatsumi says that is impossible. The scientist just laughs and says, is it? And that's our opening. It fucking rules.
Space.
God, that opening is so cool.
Space, but also there's monsters in it. Space monsters.
Yeah, so that's your exposition drop, but it's like, it's delivered by this scientist who kind of who's unhinged in a way. It's cool. The lighting in that scene's really, Okay, back in the plot, Noriko is bummed out, but focused on training with the coach as young Freud watches in jealousy. Young Freud challenges Noriko to a duel in space, Noriko playing off how much stronger she has become, but as soon as Noriko enters space, she breaks down, remembering the weight of the galaxy, and the sea, and everything. Young Freud takes Noriko to a hospital where Kazumi scolds her, Young Floyd asks if C is also jealous of Noriko being chosen by the coach, before remarking that next time C goes into space, C will die. As Noriko whispers to herself, "I will die in space."
Fuck. Okay, now keep going.
Space is a lot. Kazumi asks coach not to involve Noriko anymore, saying the machine was made for her. Coach says it needs both of them. The ship is going back to Earth. That's just what's going on. The ship is going back to Earth now. Noriko is crying at how she will have to tell Smith's mom what will happen. Tatsumi asks Coach about the ship, saying it's not up to full power yet. While in subspace, they are attacked, which isn't supposed to happen. The Exelion drops out of warp. The top squadron is sent out, but as Noriko is about to go, Coach bends her for Linda. She gives Linda... Remember Linda?
Linda?
You know Linda? Well, Linda's robot wasn't working, and so Coach says, "Oh, you can have a Noriko ship," which was nice of Coach.
Nice, Coach. Go on, Coach.
Yep. Noriko laments about not being strong enough to fight, but she doesn't want to die out in space. The battle's going poorly. Linda dies.
Hey, what?
Yeah, I remember Linda. She dies.
Linda.
Okay, let's drop the bit. You remember, Linda's, remember the very opening of the episode when young Freud is sun lounging in one top with a friend? Remember?
No, maybe.
Well, she was lounging with Linda, and when Linda died, young Freud shouted, "Linda!
Linda!"
So, rip Linda. I guess Marcy can't remember Linda.
Yeah, that...
This is not a bit. Linda dies. Linda's an actual character in the show who dies.
You got that one scene.
Noriko says the old her is dead. She will see this through to the end with her own strength. Tatsumi decides to ram the largest space monster to make sure it won't come back to Earth. But before he can, Hatch 7 is open. Gunbuster is here. Gunbuster only has 10 minutes of battery to fight. Coach is ready with a plan, which is just beat the biggest one up. The space monster is too fast for Noriko. She's running out of power fast with no way to fight. She opens herself up for an attack. The space monster stabs Gunbuster, missing Noriko slightly. Noriko grabs on. She then lets out a scream as the old her dies as she uses everything she has in one final attack, as we see an explosion. It's unsure if Noriko is dead or not, but she's fine, don't worry. As the opening plays, Kazumi flies over to Gunbuster, landing on its hands. The two friends call out each other's name, reuniting as our episode comes to an end. Gunbuster rips.
Okay, so this is when the episode where I thought fuck Gunbuster. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gunbuster rips.
The other episodes are alright, but this is when shit goes down. And I was like, oh fuck, I didn't thought I'd give shit about where this world space monster is heading. But then it was like, oh fuck, things just happening. Things are tense. What the hell's gonna happen? Oh fuck, it's Gunbuster. Yo, I got Gunbuster. It's fucking same day.
Do you want to tell everyone about the scene when Gunbuster appears for the first time?
I think you can explain that better than I can.
Okay, so Tatsumi is like, hey, okay, well, we're gonna kill ourselves to make sure monsters don't come back to Earth, which is, fair. Then Hatch 7 opens up. Like someone says, Hatch 7 is opening up, and everyone's like, no. Then Noriko rises up in Gunbuster with its arms crossed as, the fanfare music is playing. In the most triumphant thing I've ever heard. Steam is rising as it rises up. And it's just Noriko is I will save the day. And it's the
this show fucking loves cool robots and will give all the space it can to show how cool that robot is.
It's so cool. It's the coolest robot. Fucking love Gunbuster. just the whole fight is good too for a bit with Noriko like sacrificing herself to die in space. Like that was her, like to me saying, "I accept my fate. I will die in space, even if it means everything."
So you know about a bit about my qualm about this.
No,
You know, I told you like a
Tell
couple
me
days ago. So like, so I don't know. So it was cool. She had that moment where she was able to like just kick ass and like to save the day and stuff. But like, she was fucking struggling, just like not just like a couple minutes earlier.
oh yeah, this.
Like she was like, I'm gonna fucking die next time I got in space. And, like, I don't know. Also, like young Ford is being mean to her this episode.
Young Ford's mean to everyone. That's how
It's
she
like, yo,
shows love.
Smith, yo. Oh, now you want it to be gay, huh?
Look, I was going to bring this up for episode 6, but I think Young Ford and Noriko is a better ship than Kazumi and Noriko. That's my take. Yep. I whispered that off mic, so you may not heard it, but
No, say again.
I think Young Ford and Noriko is a better ship than Kazumi and Noriko.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, to me, there's like kind of little in there to support that.
I
in
mean,
the
Linda's
show,
dead.
Linda's dead. Sorry, Linda.
Rip.
But look, I'll let you have it. I don't know if it makes sense to me, but yeah,
I'm not gonna
go
just.
for it.
You know what? Let's see. I'm gonna open up Audacity quick. Yeah, hour 17 minutes, and we still got into like my favorite parts of the show. We're fine.
We're fine.
I don't know. I think Noriko is not. She's not over her past stuff, but it's like, well, I need to do something.
I mean, like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, she had the moment in episode 1 where she was like, "Yeah, I'm kicking it. I did it. I beat the girl at the fight."
Mhm.
But like, this is obviously just like another skill. Like, yo, this fucking space monster's out there about to like destroy everything.
Yeah.
It's like he's like, "Yeah, I got this." Well, I think I'm gonna try my best.
Okay. Well, off screen, Noriko was training for like months with Coach. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said to me, I was like, "Yeah," but like, I don't know.
Eh. What matters more to me is Noriko getting the strength to fight and then ripping, like just like being cool. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. I'm like, I don't know. It's obviously it's not that important, and like it doesn't ruin everything. But like, you show a tiny bit of that training, maybe.
This isn't the show that like explores like past trauma.
It could like. Noriko goes through a lot of trauma in this, and she's just like, I don't know. It's weird how she kind of overcomes that quickly.
We will watch Zeta
But-
Gundam someday. Probably not. Probably not. We're probably not going to get to
Every
Zeta
time you
Gundam.
say something, it's like, "Well, you talk about this next thing." I feel like it's like some sort of threat.
It is because you do have a hard time sometimes of like watching longer shows, and I just said, well, here's well, we're gonna have to watch Double 79 before Zeta, so that's a good 80 episodes. We're probably never gonna watch a Gundam.
There's two. Why can't they be like Gunbuster? We were 6 episodes.
Well, there is one at 6 episodes, but
Is it bad?
no, it's actually considered one of the best ones.
Okay.
I don't know. It's Christmas. Maybe we'll do it out for next Christmas. It's a Christmas one, kind of.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I love Double 79.
I have no idea what it's about.
Robots.
Do I got anything else to say about this episode?
I want to talk about Coach.
You want to talk about Coach? You can talk about Coach.
Coach doesn't make any sense.
No, he doesn't. No, yeah.
Oh, God. The scene with Kazumi...
Coach has so much faith in the people that's like, I don't know about this one.
Coach, Coach was right at the end, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, how did he think Noriko's gonna save the day like that?
Yeah, that's why she benched her. Coach is like fucking like 10 steps ahead, and it's wait, that's the reason why Coach said Linda have the ship that you will die in. Coach sent Linda off to her death. Coach killed Linda.
Coach killed. Oh fuck. Conspiracy. It's yo. We landed on some shit.
But like, this whole scene where Coach is in a robe playing. What was he? I think it was Go. It was Go, right? He was playing Go by himself.
Oh yeah.
In a traditional Japanese-styled room, where Kazumi's there, and saying, "Hey, Noriko can't fucking do this."
I mean, it's just kind of right. Like, like obviously not in the end, but like, yo, Kumiko's fucking worried Noriko's gonna fucking die in space. He's like, Coach, are you an idiot? What the fuck?
And she says, you can't put spilt milk back in the glass, which is like, hey, she's broken, she can't do anything. And then Coach responds is, once you spill milk, just pour some more. And
it's fucking cold.
No, that's not how things work. That's not how life... Okay. Like, yeah.
I was like, oh no, like if that spaceship went down, wouldn't the space monsters probably would have won?
Yeah. Oh yeah, probably.
Like, you can't fight. There's no more spilt milk out there. You can't just like find someone else to be willing to just sacrifice a life to save space.
But like, as soon as he says that, Kazumi just turns to him and like really annoyed, and the scene ends, which I think is like one of my like, which is funny. But like, Coach says like a really amazing scientist who ended up picking the right girl to pilot the Gunbuster.
Yeah, lucky him. Just know everything is gonna go according to plan.
Because it's never said in the show, but for me, it feels like Coach was like the main designer of Gunbuster and like main scientist on it. Right? Like that's what it seems like to me.
I don't know. I don't know.
But that's what
I don't know if I don't know if they came across to me as well.
I don't know. Coach is Coach. He can do anything with hard work and guts.
He's the cool guy.
Okay, I'm just going to bring this up right now.
Okay.
So I don't think you watched these, even though I told you to, which is fine. The science shorts.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would have if I forgot about.
They're not really important.
I know.
But they made another one after 10 years with Eyebuster. With the characters from Gunbuster. So this, I'm just going to say this is canon. This takes place after episode 6. Coach has never died. He says he has lived for 12,000 years thanks to hard work and guts.
What?
No, it's not canon, but it's like,
oh.
That's just Coach's whole character, is that he can live through anything with hard work and guts, besides cancer.
He died episode...
He dies off screen.
He died off screen.
Anything else about episode 4?
Okay, one thing I'll say about episode... Okay, the last thing I'll say about episode 4. So, I was, like, way into, like, that ending where it was, like, a rush of shit just happening. It was, like, cool looking. I was like, yeah, Gunbuster, I get it now.
Gunbuster, rip.
And it was like, this feels like it's wrapping up. It was like, did she just save the day there?
She did.
Like, she saved space?
Because
it seemed like it could have been a closing, like, to... like a different anime or something.
Maybe. I mean, like, it ends
like the ones that came down to space and then things were fine. But obviously, there's more stuff after that.
Like, Kazumi and Noriko make up, and that's a really nice scene of, like, Kazumi seeing Noriko's strength, and, like Gunbuster half destroyed, taking out his hand, and then you just see Kazumi sip that can just fit in the palm of his hand, where you, for the first time, really get a sense of the scale of Gunbuster.
Fucking big robot.
God, it's the biggest robot, and it's cool. It's cool. It's like Kazumi finally respecting Noriko as her own pilot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Obviously, there's more there were more arcs to explore in the later episodes, but like at the end there, I was like, it probably could have ended right here if they wanted to.
Nope. I mean, I don't think so, because they said at the start, like, oh hey, we're going back to Earth. 15 years would pass, or 10 years. It was 10 years. Everyone, well, okay. If you go back and we make it on time, everyone will be able to see Halley's Comet off the star bow.
Yeah, everyone, get hyped, y'all.
Get hyped. Episode 5.
All right, episode 5.
Okay, so I wrote down an episode.
Things continue to be more.
I wrote down episode titles just so we can get to this episode title, because it's the best one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Episode 5, Please, Time Enough for Love.
I remember seeing this title, and I remember sharing it with you. It's like, yo, it's a cool title.
God, and also the point where the title drops is, like, amazing. Because it's as Noriko stands up and her chair moves a little back. It just cuts to the title. Okay, we'll talk probably about more Hideki Anno when we ever get to Ava. Hideki Anno is a legitimately great director, I think.
That is a hot take.
No, I think a lot of people would say that. I think maybe his writing is a little poor.
I was joking. Like, obviously, people probably like, yeah, probably really good.
You should watch Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is an amazing movie. But yeah, maybe some of his writing stuff is kind of, but I think filmmaking techniques, he is good at it a lot of the time, except when he's up his own ass.
The curse of everybody.
And
really think they can do everything.
Yeah, Kazumi and Noriko have high school graduation. It's only been 4 months for them, but 10 years on Earth. As they are walking back, Noriko sees a woman with a child who looks just like Kimiko, because it is. Noriko and Kimiko catch up a bit. It's sad from both ends a bit, but mostly nice. From the ground, Noriko can see I don't know how to pronounce this ship name, the Elithium.
Eltrium?
Eltrium, it's the Eltrium. The Eltrium, the new ship that's meant to be Earth's evacuation ship. Kimiko said, sadly, it's only about a 4,000 to 1 chance her family will make it on. Kimiko asks if Noriko can use her connections to make sure Takumi, her daughter, is on. Kimiko wishing for Takumi to have a future. Back at home, Noriko looks upon her Van Halen 2021 poster.
I can't believe you added this to the notes here.
It's important. And wait a
no,
minute.
wait. It was Van Halen. Also, wasn't there Ghibli posters in that too?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Noriko came back to Earth. She left in 2015. Came back, bought a Van Halen poster. Calendar. Okay. That's fine. The flow of time is fucked up, so you want to be back stable. And she feels she has been left behind, feeling all by herself, wondering if this was how her father felt every time he came back to Earth. A surveillance base has picked up a huge mass of enemies that are blotting out space. 7 parts enemy, 3 parts black. The monsters are finally here on Earth. As Noriko is leaving to see Coach, over the radio we hear the top squadron that was formed 10 years ago is officially disbanding. Kazumi is already there, screaming at Coach that he does not care for her feelings. We don't hear the end of the conversation, only that we see the end where Coach slaps her. As Kazumi walks away, Noriko sees a single tear. Noriko walks up to see Coach, who just starts throwing up blood. Coach asks Noriko not to tell Kazumi, because if she finds out, none of them will be able to fight. They are the only hope that humanity has to survive, because separate, they are mere flames, but together, they are an inferno. Fucking rad. Coach is cool. Coach may suck, he knows how to give a speech. Noriko wonders if Kazumi is really that weak. All the world's bureaucrats are trying to figure out what to do when Coach runs in with a hospital gown, proposes that they will the decommissioned Excellion, they will use it as a black hole bomb. The Gunbuster will escort it out into the middle of the space monsters and detonate it. It's a last-ditch effort, but it's the best they have. The girls prepare to go. We learn that 6 months on Earth will pass during their mission. Noriko breaks the news to Kazumi, that Coach is coughing on blood, who knew this whole time. Kazumi saying one person's life is not worth the whole world. When they are about to launch in the separate Buster machines, Noriko tells Kazumi once they get back to Earth, Coach and them can have a big wedding, and Kazumi tells Noriko Coach does not have 6 months to live. As they exit Earth, Kimiko and Takumi look off. Kimiko says to Takumi that her very best friend is pirating that ship to ensure a future for her. Damn.
You
What?
got a tier there?
Yeah, I got a tier. Fucking, I don't know. I really like Kimiko. Uh, yeah.
Alright.
Uh,
You have more to say there?
no, I'll talk about it after. We're almost done.
Okay.
Once the girls enter subspace, the loss of time becomes too much for Kazumi, who tries to turn around. What point is there to find when Coach will be dead? Noriko cries out to Kazumi. Coach has bet his last 6 months on us. And not just him, but young Freud and Kimiko all bet their lives on them. This does it. As the two Buster machines combine, the inferno rages as the girls destroy slews of the monsters, saying they will pave the way for everyone's future with Gunbuster. They have done it. The girls pull back before the black hole bomb explodes. Back on Earth, the girls land Gunbuster right next to the hospital where Coach is still alive. Kazumi tells Mr. Kochio. Is that his name? I wrote his name down for the first time.
It's written as Koichiro here.
Yeah. Kazumi tells Mr. Kochio, Mr. Coach, that she loves him. Him not saying it back, but giving her a look that I guess means it. Noriko looks upon Gunbuster alone, remarking that Kimiko, Smith, and her dad will be proud as our episode comes to an end. Gunbuster rips.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it definitely keeps on with that momentum that I liked from episode 4, where it's like, yeah, fucking Gunbuster, some good stuff.
How did you feel about episode just episode 5?
It was cool. I don't know. I don't know. It's like nice to come back down to earth. I don't know. I kind of just enjoy that on like a conceptual level. I was like, yeah, let's see what's going back up going on Earth. See what's changed. Okay, I'm with you. Kimiko is really cool. Let's go, Kimiko.
Okay. I was going to let you do a bit because before I just say this and kind of maybe I don't want to put pressure on you.
Okay.
I feel like this whole thing I've been trying not to put pressure on you because this is like one of my favorite animes all the time.
Okay.
Episode 5 is one of my favorite episodes of anything ever.
Okay.
I love episode 5. I love episode 5.
It's really good. I'll do that.
Episode 5 is, yeah. Okay, let's talk about Kimiko.
Kimiko's... What a trooper.
Kimiko's conversation with Noriko on the swing set as, like, Takumi plays in the sand. And they're both, like, really... They're both still friends. But, you know, there's that distance now.
Yeah.
10 years have passed for one
child.
of them. There's a child. They talk about high school friends, but it feels like Kimiko really doesn't care about her high school friends anymore besides Noriko. And it's just like she looks at Noriko like she's a child because she is. And it was a lot.
Like, yo, I've been in wars, you know.
Kimiko's just been chilling on Earth. Like, I guess...
Kimiko, yeah, I know. Kimiko holding it down.
And then Kimiko is just, like, very sincere in asking, I need you to try to save Takumi by getting her on that ship. And it's just like Noriko seeing, like, what? I don't... Kids?
Who is child?
See, Noriko's just feeling out of step and out of time. And just, like, that just relates to her feeling all alone in her life. It's a lot.
Space does a lot too. We come back and it's just like, who are these people? Everything's changed. A child. I guess I gotta go save. Gotta keep saving space and the Earth.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, Noriko, throughout the show, even though she's never alone, always feels alone. And just feels like out of step from every single character in the show. Like, she never feels as one with anyone until the end of the episode, I feel like. Like Coach says some stuff in the beginning of the show. Like, you must do everything on your own. You must build the strength on your own. And the end of the episode was 100% a reboot to that, where it's like, no, we need people to survive. and Noriko accepting that, like that there's still people around, even though like her dad and Smith are dead.
Noriko goes through a lot.
Noriko goes through a lot, but it's also like
she has so much.
yeah.
She has so much responsibility weighed down on her. It's how I mean, like I don't know, like she has a lot. Maybe I'll like talk about it in the other episode.
I don't know. Like I feel like that's not even the point of her. It was like her feeling the responsibility, because like the military in the world in the show is in a constant state of not knowing if they have won or not.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. There was actually there was that talk.
Because there's like, okay,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. They're like freaking out, like about like, yo, space monster's still out there. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
But like for our characters, it's only been 4 months. For Earth, it's been 10 years of not knowing, and that there's like there's that moment of the radio where it's like the top squadron has disbanded after 10 years, and it's like, no, they've only been together for 4 months. And just like on Earth, it gives me the sense of like on Earth, everyone was like, the top squadron will save us. And they
I don't know. And like, I don't know, Kimiko, and she's like looking up in space, is like, I hope you can hope you could save us when the time comes. You can, like, help us get saved if shit goes down Earth and we need to get out.
Her very best friend is piloting that ship, Marcy.
I don't know, this is fucking space combat's fucking wild.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, Noriko is very good. She's a very relatable character, and like, her anxieties and fears are like framed through like, oh, well, she just missed 10 years of people's lives.
I mean, I think everyone could relate to that. I don't know if anyone comes back with that saying, yeah, I got this, don't worry. I'm cool. I got...
Did you hear
I don't
that?
know if anyone... what?
Oh, my stomach just growled really loud.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Okay. That's what I thought you were laughing. Okay, sorry, go on. What were you saying?
What was I saying? Shit. Yeah, like I don't know. No, like I don't buy anyone can come back after like technically like you've been in space for 4 months and you come back. It's been 15 years. People like
or 10 years this time.
Whatever, 10 years. Yeah,
10 years. Nah.
Like I don't buy anyone can just come back and just take that. That's too much on you.
I mean,
I don't know if I find that.
Yeah.
That's like. That's not really. I don't find that as like relatable because it's like, of course, it'd be fucked up. Of course, it'd be a lot to take in.
I mean, no, it's relatable in the way that have you ever seen someone and they had their life together since the last time you saw them and you've not changed? See, it is relatable. Like
to a point. I don't know.
Come on,
I think the show in general is like I don't know. I think the point I was gonna make in like in episode 6 was like, this show's cool. Like I don't know if any like thing in here is like striking to me as like relatable in any way.
Like the feeling of letting people pass by you, as you say, is.
I mean, maybe I'll feel that later at some point, but like.
Okay, well, I feel that every single day of my life.
Okay, I mean, I feel me at times, yeah. I don't know. I just think I think my thing with like Gundam and like just like big space story stuff is like it doesn't touch down to me as well as it might do to others because it just feels so much bigger and like the stakes are like so much high compared to like what I experience in life. So like it's hard for me like to really feel that.
I mean, this show is more down to earth than most shows.
I give it that. Like obviously, it made me feel these characters and like give a shit. I mean, I obviously really enjoy it. I feel like giving shit is a bit too mean because I enjoy all those character moments because it's like it makes it feel more relatable than I thought it would be, I guess. Even though I said it wasn't relatable, but you know what I mean. Like there's that. It's not just all just space war stuff. Like there's like characters that matter here and like care about each other. And looking out, she got to see that child.
I mean, yeah,
that child has to have a future.
Yeah, she has to ensure a future for the child, and they're paving the way with it with Gunbuster. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know you that. You really like that moment. It's good.
It's amazing. I mean, this story is like it matters, of course. Like, oh hey, we're gonna save the day with a giant robot and kill millions of space monsters, but it's definitely more personal than most shows like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a smaller scale story about a character's growth, told by
Yeah.
them piloting the ultimate weapon to save the galaxy.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Because like the end of the episode is really cool because it's an amazing fight scene, but it's also like the characters finally being in sync and the characters like moving on past their things. Like, well, we have to move on every single day, get the job done, so everyone else can be okay.
I was gonna say that's not relatable because I'm not okay, but
I mean, they're not okay
such a
either,
fun-
but they're trying.
we're gonna make things okay.
Yeah, like no one's okay in the show. Right, Kimiko, like, oh my god, is my child gonna be dead? Is this one day it's like they're gonna tell us, like, okay, well, we're getting out of here. Well, okay, I can't relate to that, but
See,
well, no, I can relate to Noriko though for like feeling like, oh, just things have moved on without me. And what can I do to try to still support these people even though I have not changed?
yeah, okay, but okay, we gotta go on to something else because more stuff happened in this episode.
Oh yeah, I knew I think I knew coming in we were talking about 5 and 6. I think.
Yeah, I knew that too.
Okay, just give me a minute. Give me a minute to hear
Okay.
my bullshit.
All right.
The scene where the space monsters are coming, like when it's final, is so cool because it cuts to a satellite, to a man in an office surrounded by just computers writing down like numbers, and then it cuts to like a government building, and it does the thing where Hideki Anno likes to do this, where even though these characters don't matter, he puts their like position in the government in front of them, like first chair, whatever. And then it's just like a scene of the like people like talking about like, oh, what the hell are we gonna do like in this like government setting? Like this is just like a 1-minute scene that he would later he would do a lot more of that in Ava, but then that's just in Godzilla the whole movie. Like you can kind of see a little bit of that here, and I love it every time it happens.
I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
I love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that stuff's cool looking. I don't know. Like, oh okay. I mean, okay.
Mhm.
Something we haven't brought up here at all, surprisingly at all.
Mhm.
This fucking show's got looks. This show just looks for days. Like everything in the show just like looks great.
Remember when I talked about those monitors for a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Like oh, like like world designs, like character design,
Yeah.
like fucking aesthetics or whatever, the music, the yeah, it all looks so like the animation,
Mhm.
like it's all top notch. Like I don't know, I was like all you like it's what you would hope it would be for something like this.
The soundtrack only has like 8 tracks, but they're all bangers.
It looks so damn good. I remember looking at that first episode. I remember looking at that first episode. It's just like Rinoko's just doing jump rope. It's like fuck, that's some good jump rope animation. God damn, that's some good shit.
Yeah. Kynax.
It's good. Gynax.
So we talk about the best scene in the whole episode where they fight.
I'm trying to think if I want to bring up the other thing before or after this.
No, let's just bring it up now, probably.
Okay, I was gonna talk about Coach and
Yeah, let's talk about Coach.
and Kazumi.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. You brought it up. You do it.
I brought it before. I still don't really buy it. I still don't buy it.
Coach is cool.
Coach. Is it that? Like,
He's hot.
Kazumi. Okay, I thought you might bring that up, and like, I don't even know if I agree with that.
Really? Come on.
I can't. I mean, he's
God.
like, yeah, he's coach in like Coach Hot. But like, I don't know. I think I need to be more than that.
Remember when I said this is not a love story?
Yeah,
Still not a
except
love story with them.
except it kind of is.
Nah.
That's kind of the crux for Kumiko in here, or yeah.
I think I said this. Kazumi is also like
Oh
18.
no. Oh no, it was Kazumi. Sorry, I said Kimiko.
Kazumi is also like 18 because he's young. He's just acts older. Instead of her first crush dying, she just married her first crush. That's how I see it.
Good on you, I guess.
Which maybe isn't right.
I doesn't. This doesn't feel.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the age difference. I thought that's what you would do.
Oh yeah, fuck. I forgot about that. Think.
I looked. I will say I googled for 10 minutes because I was very curious. How fucking old is he? There was no official age for him.
He's as old as you want him to be.
Or young. Early 30s. That's my guess. I'm gonna say that. Late 20s, early 30s.
God, yeah, I forgot we were arguing about the age difference before the podcast.
We weren't arguing.
We were arguing. We were like, huh?
We weren't arguing. Don't paint me as like.
Okay, yeah. I'm not trying to say that at all.
Okay, I'm not into.
We're going back and forth about it.
My thing is like I really don't like age gap things. The show never even shows them in a romantic relationship. I'm just choosing like it's fine. Just the show. It's a good show.
If you're gonna pull that like, oh, I fucking love this person. I would really hate if they died because it'd fucking destroy me. I think you need to show a bit more than just look. They like each other. Just get with it.
But Kazumi and Koto are always close together. They had the song. Fuck, hoisted.
What?
Hoisted myself. Yeah, I look, it's 6 episodes. I felt
I know.
It worked for me.
Okay, if you're gonna need maybe if you need that one extra episode, maybe you just have a bit more of development between them.
So you want to see the romance between the 18-year-old girl and the 29-year-old man more?
Fuck you. Okay, that's. Maybe it was fun this way. Maybe you didn't have to see that. You're right.
Drop my mic. I'm
Maybe,
laughing.
I'm sure probably people in general would feel less hot in the show if that was more there. It's fine.
It's just, you know what? We all love problematic material.
Yeah.
It worked for me. Well, I'm not saying the romance worked for me, but Kazumi being broken up about at the end worked for me.
Okay, I'll mention one thing. Okay, so like like that scene where like she's like, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?" Like you're like I think Kazumi was confronting Coach like in that one scene, or like I don't know. She like he didn't tell her that he was sick, but like she knew anyway. And also like he shit slaps her, and that one was a bit hard to watch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how she just comes around on that.
I mean, she doesn't. She just works through it.
I mean, I don't know. That scene doesn't sit right with me for some reason. I don't know if I can explain why.
Oh, okay. Well, to me, though, I guess, like, it's just, like, I don't know, Kazumi's broken up about, like, the love of her life. And, like, even if we don't see it, like, well, that's just enough for me, like, because, like, I assume when Noriko says, oh, Kimiko, when you need to save the future for Kimiko, like, that works for you, right?
Yeah, that works for me, definitely.
Like, yeah, we've had less screen time with them, to me, but I think their scenes were better.
Definitely, yeah.
And also Young Freud, because everyone loves Young Freud. You want to save the future for Young Freud.
Young Freud.
I didn't put it in the description. Oh, sorry, you go.
No, I was gonna say, like, I did say she was kind of a dick earlier, but, like, she comes back around, and so that's when I'm about to be like, yeah, Young Freud, yeah, let's go.
Do you want to, I didn't put it in the description, but remember that scene where they were at the beach?
That
was dumb. Young Freud.
Young Freud. Yeah, she was just like, she was on the beach topless, right?
She was just on the beach topless, and just asked Noriko, like, oh, yeah, is it your time in a month? Dumb. God, anime.
And,
See, that's the grossest thing. Kazumi, just being, I don't know, she's broken up. Like, and I think that relates is like, oh yeah, I'm like, why? Who cares about everyone on Earth? Like, when the one person she cares about will be dead no matter what.
I mean, honestly, I get that as like an obvious like story thing. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the person she loves is like super sick and might die before she gets back. That's fucked up. Like, again, I'm broken up enough. I need to see that romance war or not.
No, we don't. We know, and I don't think the show shined a light on it at all, which is probably for the better. Like, it's for the better. Like the,
probably yeah.
like the yeah, but like just then, okay, Noriko. Like the whole thing, one of the big threads in this one is like Noriko seeing Kazumi as a human being finally. Because like, she always sees Kazumi as better than her, as like her Ine-sama, and like her like someone who was larger than life. And this episode like brought her down to earth in a way finally. Because Kazumi has just been putting on this face of like, well, yeah, we need to protect the Earth. Who cares about codes? But then no, it does matter to everyone. Like everyone feels this, even if they don't show it as much as Noriko does.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm with you there. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything else?
No, we haven't talked about the fight.
Okay. I'll start with the fight.
It's the best fight. Okay, I watch this scene once a month. I think it's rad.
Okay.
There's a song in the background. Oh, it's going to be the ending song to this podcast. It's both of the girls singing. It's so cool. I have a thread on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Lightspeedwagon. I spent an hour screen capping this fight. It's cool.
Oh, I can unmute that thing now. I can look at it.
Oh no, this was years ago.
Oh shit. Okay, well share it to me.
Yeah, I will. I retweeted it recently. But it's just like, okay, this is the part where it's cool robots, because the two Buster machines combine, and you see like the inside of Gunbuster, and it's so like detailed of like the wires. You see so many wires that are different colors. Like in one of the arms of Gunbuster, you see a baseball bat and a tomahawk. That we never see them in the show, but they're there. They're used in video games. God, there's a shot of like Buster's rib cage because it has ribs.
I'm just gonna keep watching you talk here.
Yeah, no, this is my moment. I'm gonna try to get this done. God, and Noriko, and this is the first time Noriko and Kazumi are using the Gunbuster as one, and Noriko has like a more of a G Gundam type of battle system that worked for her, because her whole thing was like, I'm not good with mechanics. Like that whole thing is her using her body to punch and use things in a way that's like a big dome. And then Kazumi is in like this super really cluttered like traditional mech where all the screens are surrounding her and she can just give orders to Noriko, and it is the best skills of both of them combined, and it's cool.
You get there?
It's so cool. Like, just like, I do love the differences between Kazumi's part of Gunbuster and Noriko's. It's like, oh yeah, they do work best together.
Okay, I did remember something I wanted to mention about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, yeah, because they're all in space, and, like, this is, like, right after her, like, where Kazumi is, like, super broken up about, like, fuck, I'm not gonna be able to do this, aren't I? I'm just gonna, like, fucking Coach is gonna die, and, like, I'm not gonna be able to save this, and then, Noriko gives her, like, the biggest pep talk. He's like, you know, you can fucking do this. Fucking, you're so good. You could do it. You're gonna save space together. And she's like, all right, you're right. And then it goes to cool robot sequence.
I'm like really sure it was the first time that at the very end of the sequence when Noriko cries out Kazumi's name for the first time and didn't call her One-sama. Like, it's just you fight Kazumi, and it's just like, and then the song just starts, and fucking Gunbuster rips.
Maybe there could have been a bit of time between, like, she was, like, literally crying. It's just like, okay, it's just like, okay, I got this. And
Every minute.
And it goes to the, like, long-ass cool robot sequence. It's like, yeah, this cool robot.
Every minute is 3 months on Earth. They gotta hurry it up.
Yeah. Yeah, there's, like, the whole scene is, like, literally racing its time. Here's this cool robot.
Okay. Guess what, Marcy?
What?
We're 2 hours in. What'd I tell you? Let's talk about episode 6.
God damn it.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you, Mercy?
I shouldn't have doubted you. I should never learn to doubt you.
Look, I'm the one editing.
Yeah. Good luck, please.
Yeah.
All right.
Episode 6. I did not write the episode title down. Oh,
was there an episode title?
Yeah, no, it was rad. It was like "To You All Eternity" or something. I gotta get this.
Oh yeah, it was like to the end of eternity or something.
I'm getting this. Kind of saw this out.
Or it's like standing at the end of eternity.
I'm getting this.
Sounds right.
I typed in Gunbuster episode 6, and it's like, is it in black and white? Why was it? Fuck. I'll get it. Okay. Episode 6. At the End of Eternity.
At the End of Eternity,
Fucking rad.
Okay, I'm gonna say up here, this episode's a banger. It's like...
Yeah.
It's like a straight banger. We'll talk... do we...
I got a summary.
Do we need to... Or can we just talk about how cool it is?
Let's just do with the summary.
Okay.
15 years later.
15...
The first shot of this episode is 15 years later. Fucking rad. Kazumi, now older, wishes her husband, her coach, goodbye at his grave. Kazumi is speaking to Katsuhira, the bully from the first episode, who now is the principal of the pirate school, about how she is volunteering for another mission, even though she was the hero of the Battle of the Last Line. And she will be leaving forever. But not before a class of new pilots wish their coach goodbye. One of them, Takumi, who gives a letter for her auntie Noriko. Everyone wishes coach goodbye, saying they will all be waiting. Fucking Kazumi is launching from space by taking a space elevator up. She talks to a soldier on her way up about the destruction the black hole bomb caused to Earth. God, there's a lot this episode.
I want to say about all these things, but I gotta wait till the end.
Kazumi is piloting Buster Machine 3, which is a black hole bomb made from the core of Jupiter.
What the fuck?
To meet up with Noriko and deploy the bomb in the center of the galaxy. Noriko, Young Ford, and Tatsumi have been in space all this time. Young Ford and Noriko being the new Gunbuster team. They've been routing the way so Buster Machine can port to them right away. Noriko wonders who will be in Buster Machine 3. Young Ford and Noriko are shocked to see Kazumi after 6 months. Kazumi and Noriko try to catch up, but there's some distance now. With Noriko unsure how to treat this older version of her friend, and Kazumi wanting to go back to being her One-sama. Kazumi gives a letter to Noriko. Kimiko says she will remember her fondly and ask her to at least come back while Takumi is still alive. She signs the letter off. They will be waiting for you, your best friend Kimiko. Included is a video photo of Takumi asking Noriko to come back soon. Noriko cries. Fair. It's time for the final... It's a lot. It's time for the final battle. Junk Freud floats by Kazumi, slaps her. He entered the keys to Buster Machine 2, because that's how she rolls. The fleet must protect the bomb for 55 minutes. The Gunbuster team reunite, saying they will end this, finally. The monsters warp in, and we get a battle sequence that's like half sketches and half storyboard drawings to classical music. Hideki Anno is his artist here, and he's being his artist. Did you have something to say?
No, just keep going.
Hideki Anno is on his bullshit.
Yes.
Buster Machine 3 fails to explode due to a lack of mass. Noriko dives down into Buster Machine 3, proclaiming, "A miracle will happen. I will make it happen." Noriko intends to sacrifice herself to save everyone. Kazumi joins her, saying together they maybe could escape, as they combine into Gunbuster to explore the depths of Jupiter. They start to dive down to the core of Jupiter as Young Ford tries to follow in her black sizzler. Jung saying from a place like this it could take decades for them to come back, that they will never see each other again maybe. If it means everyone else gets to live in the same time, Noriko and Kazumi will be displaced, they decided. Noriko doesn't want Takumi to ever feel the same way she is. Young says they will see him again, so he will welcome them back with a big welcome home. At the core of Jupiter, Noriko rips out Gunbuster's heart. She rams it into the core, setting it off. As the Gunbuster gets absorbed into the black hole, Noriko yells, "Sorry, Kimiko, I will never see you again." Back on Earth, Kimiko feels for just 1 second maybe that Noriko was calling out to her. 12,000 years later,
12 fucking thousand years later. Jeez. Okay.
Gunbuster has made it back to Earth. They can't tell where Okinawa is anymore. There's no lights. Is this Earth? Was everything for naught? Is everyone dead? But as they approach, the lights explode on the planet, welcoming them back with a big welcome home. They say goodbye to Gunbuster and a thank you to it as they go home, finally, as our show comes to an end. Gunbuster fucking rips.
How do we start?
Fucking, you can start. Yeah.
Okay, this episode's all in black and white, and it's the coolest shit.
Oh god, it works. I don't know why, but it works.
I don't know. I think it's like just like a feeling of, oh, this is like what we're doing here is like grand scale and like also kind of cool because like we're fucking like, yo, we're about to blow up a whole fucking galaxy.
In the final second of the show, it turns the color for just a second as the credits roll, and it's so good.
It's like, there's like there's like moments where we're talking to each other. It's like, yo, is this right? What we're doing here are we doing the right thing here?
You just
like, only God will judge us.
So we just go in order for this episode.
Sure.
Sorry. Yeah. I love that Kazumi just became coach.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's really sweet. And that Takumi followed her auntie Noriko and to become a pilot, just like her in the beginning of the show. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. This is okay. So there's a quote from one of the
also like her teacher is there. She's like old. It's just like, yeah, you're still like a teen, I guess, or like you're in your 20s.
There's only a 10 years difference between them. They're not that old.
That teacher looked old.
She looked way too old for how old she is. Like, okay, so she was 17.
She looked like 50s, 60s.
So she was 18, 25 years, like 2, 3, 43. She was 43. That's not that old. Okay.
That's not that old.
She has too many wrinkles. Time's fucked up.
Time is fucked. This is a story of this episode. Time is fucked up.
Okay, so
also space
is
fucking
up.
Scary.
So it said at the end of episode 5 that in 6 months' time, they will feel the effects of the black hole bomb. Everything gets fucked up.
Everything gets fucked. Oh my god.
Earth is like in shambles. Like we cut to Okinawa for a second, and the old school is flooded. It's just destroyed. It's like a lot.
They cut to like a shot of like Australia. It was like, Australia's fucking like gone.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Australia. I mean, it's not gone. It's like, but it's like fucked up.
Yeah, they had 6 months to prepare, so everyone, I assume, like casualties were fine. But like,
I mean, like no, like look, if you're fucking up the entire continent of Australia, like lots of people are dying.
No, they had 6 months to prepare. I don't know.
That's
they had
look,
an
I know this
that would they were ready to like evacuate from Earth at any second's notice. I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, but like I feel like a lot of people died.
I don't think a lot of people died. I think science.
Science.
I think the tragedy here is what they have done to Earth. I think that's what they're trying to say. And to the galaxy. Like, do humans have the right to do this to ensure their own survival?
Okay, I'll say if maybe there's like another Gundam or another anime, if like some fucking space war bullshit, like I don't care.
We'll watch it.
But like yeah, like I don't know because I give a shit. And like I think this is all cool. Like it sells for me.
So there's a quote from the scriptwriter saying every single idea they had, they put into the show.
That's That's cool.
It feels like it because there's so much stuff that just gets like we had that. It was a 1 minute conversation about do we have the right to do this, and then it's just not really like I don't know. There's a lot of like bigger picture stuff here that just is on screen for a couple minutes, but then we go back to the characters, which I like. I like the little pictures into a bigger plot and story.
Okay, yeah, that sells for me there too. Yeah.
And I'll say like Gundam, a very very big like theme of that show is what right do we have to change Earth, and what are we doing as humans to Earth?
Some existential shit.
Yeah. So like that's just where that this a bit was coming from. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, but they
Actually,
also
probably,
yeah.
I feel like they could probably get. It's only 6 episodes, going to get explored so much, but like,
Mhm.
just like them pondering the question itself, just like,
It's good.
yeah, it's a lot to think about.
Because okay, so they blew up a little bomb. Now they're blowing up Jupiter.
Yo,
What the fuck is that gonna do? We don't know.
okay, so there's Buster Machine 1. It's like, and then there's Buster Machine 2,
You
which
know.
is like, yeah, and then Buster Machine 3 is just it's just the fucking black hole bomb just made out of the core Jupiter. It's fucking huge.
Yeah, I wonder what happens once they blow up the biggest bomb ever in the center of the galaxy. What does that does to people? I wonder if there's a sequel where they explode that. I don't even like.
Again, it feels like again feels like a threat.
I don't even like Gunbuster that much, and I keep on teasing you with it.
I want to see Gunbuster, even if you see like,
It's
I
fine.
think I'd look. You show me like a clip from it. It looks cool.
Oh yeah, I showed you the opening. The openings, like opening and ending, that show are amazing. Okay, hey,
It's
2 hours.
Yes, give me 5. Okay.
So I like that Jung Freud and Noriko just became the Buster team. That was cool. They had some probably fun adventures.
Yeah, they did.
So
I don't know. Cause me, it's like the beginning episodes, just waiting to see Noriko again because it's been a while. Apparently,
15 years.
15 years. Noriko, she made it. She's doing it. Noriko is like just on her shit.
Now she's lost again. Everyone's left her behind again. Her best friend's gonna die.
Fuck. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. When she gets that letter sent from
Fuck.
Takumi.
It's a lot.
It's like, hey, you be safe out there, and she realizes, oh, these people are gonna be fucking dead by the time I get back. Like,
no. She's like, hopefully she can come back for Takumi.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
But that wasn't the case. Obviously, and just fucked up.
No.
Oh god. Okay, we'll get to that. We gotta right.
Young Freud's cool. You know
Young
what?
Freud.
I think Young
Let's
Freud.
go. This episode so me and like let's fucking go, Young Freud.
Young Freud loves being the youngest one in the room. That's my thing. God. Young Freud. Yeah, Young Freud's cool.
Young Freud.
You got anything? Oh, yeah, remember when Young Freud was just floated by Cosme and just slapped her? Fucking great, love her, icon.
our commie icon.
Our communist icon. Thank you. So I'm trying to figure out what to talk about next.
What? Yeah. Okay. Should we just talk about that sequence where there's just like shit's going on and they're just showing like all those fucking like sketches.
Yeah.
Like yeah, just like it's like just showing sketches like animating into each other, and just shit's happening.
There's a shot. Yeah, sorry, you go on.
And they're just a fucking like, oh, what did I say? Tiles? No, I wouldn't say tiles. Like just like a card of like text. It was like just say the battle, and it's like this many people died. It's like yeah, it's fucking. Where's a lot shit happened? Look, all these people fucking died just trying to.
50 minutes of battle off screen. That was
just... It's just so cold. Like Jesus Christ, people dying.
Buster Machine 1 operational. Buster Machine 2 operational. It's fucking rad. Okay, so I didn't bring it up in the summary. Let's talk about unnamed first mate and Tatsumi talking about God. Remember that?
I thought I kind of mentioned that a bit.
Oh
Did I?
no, I thought. Oh no, this was another scene. Remember
Oh,
where they were talking about like, oh, it's a miracle that the space monsters can't torture us. And
I think I missed this.
okay,
Maybe.
it's a back and forth between them. It goes on throughout the episode. It's very light. It's very good, I think. Where the first man's like, "Hey, do you believe in God?" It's like, "Oh yeah, I do. I'm an atheist." Like, okay, that's cool. And then the monsters pour in, even though they're not supposed to. And then Tatsumi's like, "God has forsaken us." Like,
I don't remember this.
our
How do I not
miracle.
remember this?
Yeah, it's a lot was going on. And then Tatsumi and the first mate, they kind of swap a bit, where Tatsumi's kind of losing their faith, and the guy's like, no, fuck, God has forsaken us. Which is why Noriko comes in and says a miracle will happen, because he is making the miracle.
Fuck yeah, Noriko and Kazumi coming together. It was like, hey, we're gonna get Gunbuster here. And we're gonna fucking go like cause like they try to detonate the black hole bomb and like it uses
Jupiter.
a tiny bit of energy left. Jupiter.
Fucking Jupiter.
Yeah. And it was like, yo, just like we need a tiny bit of energy left from it, or like there's like more science stuff there. I don't remember. I can't explain, but basically, you need a bit more energy to set off. And then Noriko's like, yo, hey, Gunbuster has some energy in it. Let's just fucking come on, Kazumi, let's go and fucking go inside.
No, she doesn't say let's go Kazumi. She's gonna kill herself.
Yeah, it's. Wait, hold on. Just explain. Sorry.
She doesn't say let's go Kazumi. She's like, I will go. I'm gonna kill myself. And then Kazumi does it. Comes with her.
Yeah. It's like. Yeah, it's basically a suicide mission. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's episode 4 again. She will make a miracle. A miracle will happen.
They fucking dive inside. Imagine fucking diving inside the core of Jupiter.
Fucking rad.
There, I don't know, and like young Freud joins in there too. I forgot why she was there.
Young Floyd was going to kill herself with her friends because she thought it was a suicide pact.
Okay, yeah. No, it's like no, we'll be fine. If you're just gonna drift off into Earth.
Oh no, young Floyd's ship was, remember, like the weight of it was just coming in on herself. Like young Floyd's ship was like collapsing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. She wasn't gonna make it, but
yeah.
Noriko and Kazumi were like playing like no, like Gunbuster will fly off into Earth eventually.
Kazumi says,
Hopefully.
"I won't say goodbye."
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Also, just that fucking one scene where like she's like, or Noriko's like, tearing parts of Gunbuster, and then titty flops out for no reason.
Who cares?
I we literally like noted this together, like, and I realized, obviously, like, I'd be obviously putting it in there for like because they're like titty, but like, if you're in space there and you gotta rip a titty out, like, who gives a fuck?
It's dumb because it does take me and you out of the show for a second. Like, oh, why is that there? During like the climactic moment of the whole show. Like, because I like the idea of Noriko having to rip open her shirt to also rip open the chest of Gunbuster to expose its heart.
That's kind of.
But come on,
iffy on that.
Oh, it's like the quote from Gene Roddenberry, the creator of Star Trek.
No,
he's a dumb fucking eccentric guy. He made all the women in Star Trek not wear bras because he says no one wears bras in space.
What?
Yeah, no, Gene Roddenberry was a fucking weirdo. No one wears bras in space, I guess. I don't know. Star Trek. Gunbuster, though. Gunbuster, I don't know. Well, yeah, no, that titty didn't be here, but her ripping the thing off was really cool.
I mean, it's cool in theory, but like, it's also like, come on.
Yeah, no, it was like, come on. But like, I don't know. I was more into it than I think you were. Okay, so this was what I was talking about when big things are happening. They are diving into the core of Jupiter to blow up the center of the galaxy.
Yeah, they are.
That matters, but it also really doesn't matter. What matters here is that Noriko is sacrificing herself so everyone else can be happy together.
Yeah. Good on them. That's fucking a lot of strength.
Yeah, no, it's like this whole thing is like Noriko finally having the confidence and strength to sacrifice herself to finally give herself to the waves of time and space so that everyone else can live in a society that doesn't have to deal with time, displacency, and ever again. Because here's what I'll say. That concept does not come up in Gunbuster.
That's fine.
No, that's great because like it doesn't take away like Noriko's victory here of everyone does live in the same time for the rest of their lives.
Okay.
And that's an amazing thing. Like Noriko gets the victory at the end of like Takumi will always be fucked up over her anti-Noriko not coming back. Like and like when Noriko says she doesn't want Takumi to ever feel the way she did, like she kind of will not, but also will kind of feel it a bit with Noriko being gone. But Takumi will never have to go out in space and feel the same way she did when like she met up with Kimiko again. And that's a victory.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
This episode's so much.
It's so much. It's so fucking good.
And then they fuck like it sets off and everyone's like, "Fuck, this is happening, isn't it?"
Yeah, everyone's crying. They all poured out. Tatsumi is crying at his. He puts his hat down a little bit and he's crying. Tatsumi is nice. He doesn't really. He's good for what he is.
Yeah.
Tatsumi's nice. And then at the end, like okay, just the ending is amazing. Like just
20,000 years later.
I was talking about her ripping off the chest, the
12.
heart, and then fucking crushing the heart, and then punching it into the core of Jupiter, and then we get some impact frames, and then she yells sorry to Kimiko. It's a lot. It's just yeah. I love Gunbuster.
12,000 years later.
12,000 years.
I don't know. I remember seeing that splash screen. I was like, "Holy shit!"
See, that's the little big.
That's the big.
That's the big. It's just like it doesn't even matter, but they're just dropping that there.
Fucking like I remember talking to you after the episode. I was like, "Fucking that's a lot of time. What the hell even happens in between that?"
I don't know.
And they're
I
like,
wonder if there's a sequel.
they're flying back to Earth. So it's like, is Earth even like still a thing? Did humanity just die? What the fuck? It's just gonna be. Are we just gonna die in space?
The continents have moved enough that they can't tell where Japan is.
Yeah, fucking.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
I cry every time.
Like, oh no, I was trying to think about like what the hell fucking happens to them when they get back down to Earth. But, like, obviously, it shows that.
I mean, they're home. Like, they don't have to ever live in a time where people are disconnected ever again.
Fuck yeah. This is good. This is a good anime.
It's my favorite ending of all time.
You said that. And
I did.
Like, yeah, I mean, you can believe that, yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Like I already talked about it with the time displacency stuff, but they did it. They got their victory. They are home, and they can just live together. Like
they can start a relationship.
That doesn't. See, that's the thing. Like that's the thing at the end where it doesn't really matter to me. Wait, that's just another age gap relationship, Mercy.
God damn it.
Okay, Mercy.
What? No. Just as you're not pinning that. I'm not pinning on you. You're not pinning on me either.
Who gets pinned? Who gets pegged here? Okay. Anyway, welcome home.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I have a hard time. It's a lot. It's emotional. It's just they haven't forgotten about them after 12,000 years. Like they're still appreciated. Like, no one's forgotten about them.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
They're coming back as heroes. I hope they're okay. They're gonna be okay. They're gonna be okay.
Yeah, they are, because they can live in a time where everyone is together and no one has to worry about being apart anymore.
Defeat the space monsters.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's more space monsters. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, that could always happen. It's like fuck.
But that's the point is the end of the episode isn't they defeated the space monsters. They defeated time.
I know. Defeated fucking time.
They defeated the sea of space and the tears of time are not flowing anymore. Do you have anything else to say about Gunbuster?
Um, I'm glad you told me to watch it. I'm glad
Yeah,
you told me to watch it.
I'm happy you really liked it. I was worried that you weren't gonna like it.
Me too. Oh yeah. Again, like I feel like those first 2 episodes were cool, but I was like kind of unsure of it. And then episode 4, I was like, yeah, Gunbuster, some good shit. I mean, I'm not saying it's like my favorite thing of all time, or if it's even like top 5 or anything, but like I really had a good time watching that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy you really liked it and got something out of this.
Yeah.
How do you feel about going to like I'm gonna say like this is like to me like this is like the most personal like a giant robot story to me has gone besides maybe Ava. Um, the best one. This is the best one, though. But how do you
It's all
feel
downhill
about
from here.
more giant like robot stuff?
It depends.
It
I
depends.
guess.
Like I'm gonna have to sell you on it.
Like I don't know. I said before, and I think I said before, even like past episodes, like I'd like to get to watch Ava at some point, and
Yeah,
I feel like this as an anime is like preparing me enough for like I think I could do Ava.
Ava's
I
an,
think I can do it.
Ava is an important enough show like in cultural context that where you probably should watch it if we're doing an anime podcast. But
Yeah, I mean,
time.
no, I mean, you can say that about a lot of different animes, but like,
Bebop.
yeah.
Bebop. Astro Boy.
Astro Boy.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say right here. I want to watch Ava before all those.
For Bebop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm on this like train here of like Gynax is being Gynax, and like I feel like we gotta continue that train here.
Fucking, we'll talk off air.
We'll figure it out.
You're going to have to sell me.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's fine. Like, I was really
I
worried.
mean, well, no. I was gonna say it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking hell.
We're gonna have to like
Fucking
dedicate
4-hour
podcast
pod.
time to it. We could just split it up.
We'll split it. Fucking, I don't know.
We'll talk about it off air.
I was worried coming back to the show that I just wouldn't like it again as much as I did, and I loved it more than I remember.
You put in a podcast description is like I thought I really liked this, but like we'll see I guess when we watch it again. But like, hey, here you are.
It's one of my favorite episodes of all time.
I'm glad you got to be hyped on the show.
I'm really happy I watched Gunbuster again. I adore this show a lot, and we've been recording for 2.5 hours.
Yes, we have. We still got to pull.
Yep.
Still got to do a pull.
I think it's my turn. I think you did it last time.
Did I? I did do it last time.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do it this time. Okay, so I have the site open. Right on. Right on.
Right here, right on.
Right on. Okay, well, right here, Mercy. Right here, right now. The audience will be hearing the little Gunbuster sound, like Gunbuster. And I'm gonna say right now, we have no idea what our next episode will be.
We have a lot of thoughts about where we should head here. It's
the holidays. We're really busy. We have an idea. We did do a poll off mic for a random. We have an idea for a special episode we want to do next, or we may not have the time to do one.
And we're still trying to dedicate 2 episodes of Euphonium.
Hey, Mercy, thanks for announcing our next book club. What's our next book club?
Oh, did we? I thought
we haven't announced it yet.
Oh my fuck.
Hey, Mercy, what's our next book club?
Hey, okay, we're good. Okay, we're doing fucking 2 episodes of book club. We're talking about the first and second seasons of Sound Euphonium
For December.
As a treat for us. As a treat, we're treating ourselves.
And no promises again. Liz will be coming out on the 5th. I don't think subs will be coming that soon. But I've seen that movie.
Oh no, Hunter kind of pitched the idea to me because like Liz was coming out, and it was like, what if we talk about Sound Euphonium?
I've seen Liz. I love the movie. Liz and the Bluebirds is a great movie. I think that would be a shorter episode if we do an extra one on that too. If we have the time, or if that is subtitled.
We'll see.
I think we will do an episode about Liz and the Bluebird. That will be an extra episode sometime in the next month or 2.
Yeah. I remember like we were talking like it was between was our Sound Euphonium or like another anime that I won't say because we shouldn't make promises, but I still want to do that someday.
I don't even remember that one.
You remember?
No, I don't.
I'll type it in chat.
I forgot. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that once more. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'll say we've been signed between a Keone show to do,
Yeah.
and I'm happy. You know what? Euphonium.
Euphonium.
I can't wait. Euphonium's good.
You've been hyping me up on it, and no, for different reasons.
Yeah. I know. This episode, I was kind of a little down on maybe gay romances and saying, well, there's other things in the story besides it, and it's cool for everyone else, and I appreciate it because I am saving my energy.
You're for fucking Discord Central here.
You have not been. You can't see me, Mercy, but I have holding up my hands above my head. I'm collecting the spirit bomb of this is actually gay, bro, and I will be launching that at Euphonium when the episode comes.
I'm actually not ready, but I'm ready.
I'm not ready either. I'm gonna be kicked out of the podcast.
It's gonna be a mess.
It's gonna be a mess. So, by the time this episode comes out, we will 100% have an episode, something for next episode. Look in the description. Look on our Twitter. But holidays, we'll figure it out. Hey, Mercy, where can we find you on Twitter though, and website and internet?
Find me on the internet. Find your router that's next to you or whatever, and that's the internet right there. Say hi to it. I'm
hungry.
Me too. Find me on Twitter at Cinemarcy. Find me on there. I do tweets sometimes. I do stream sometimes too.
Yeah.
Twitch TVs at Cinemarcy.
You have another podcast?
I have another podcast. It's Mel podcast I do with my girlfriend Haley. Listen to it.
What was the new episode about? I haven't listened to it yet.
It's good. You should listen to it.
What's it about?
It's about a band.
Fuck. Okay. Goddamn. I'm trying to pass you a ball. Hi. My name's Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No.
You gotta find that out yourself. My name's Hunter. You can find me at. You already know that. I'm tired. I'm hungry. At Lightspeedwagon on Twitter. Anime right on.
I forgot I made a viral tweet.
Don't plug that.
Maybe you saw that. I forgot that happened. I could have mentioned that one.
Here's a confession for the end of the podcast. I didn't think it was funny.
It's a good tweet. Shut up.
Anime. Right on.
Gunbuster. No, Gunbuster.
地図な気持ちは